Hi folks, so we are now in the final round of the 8 Regents of Westeros tournament, and as you can see, Martell now has an advantage that cannot be overcome by anyone, so Tyrell could tie with them on top, but Martell has already beaten Tyrell and will win the tiebreaker, so they are the champions. And Stark is playing the last opponent. It is House Greyjoy, basically fighting for third place. We could also tie with Tyrell in second place, but we are losing that tiebreaker, so we can be third or fourth. Can't be caught by behind because we've beaten both Baratheon and Nightswatch, so well, still would like to win this one, but not so important now. And the first game, as you can see here, 13 games again. First one is going to be played by misteryellow against Andy Boyd. So misteryellow 3 wins in 5 games actually that he's played. So he's been doing well, and Andy, let's see, one of the better players in Team Greyjoy. Started really well, but it's now 3-3, so he's ranked 6th in the Greyjoy team. But he is a high-profile player, so he starts as favorite on paper, but we'll see how the actual game goes. Now Greyjoy has a lot of those fealties left, so they might be coming with strong decks, and misteryellow, well, won't spoil it, you'll see in the next few seconds what he's going to play. So the game is should have started about a minute ago, I guess. So yes. Let's join it anyway. Okay, then I will tell you in the meantime. So misteryellow is going to play the Gift of Mercy, our last copy. We played one in a dead game earlier in the tournament. It was a different version that time, more based on neutral characters, Jaqen Hagar. And we lost that one. I unfortunately couldn't see it, so I don't know how the game went exactly, but I don't think it was particularly close. Well, this time, hoping to be closer, but it is on paper one of the worst agendas we still have. And what is it going to be up against? The Greyjoy Fealty, yeah, so honestly shouldn't be winning it, but let's see. Maybe we have some good counters here. I wonder if you can hear this conversation in the background. Some people want to play Dark Souls real badly, but the controller is not charged, so it's a big problem. And the fact that misteryellow is playing is, yeah, it's not a good replacement. Standing here and watching the game, it's not entertaining enough. So Greyjoy starts with, honestly, with the perfect setup, setting up 6-2, and then 2 locations on top of that. Apart from the fact that Euron couldn't bring Search Silence, but I mean, we had a 5 gold setup. Did we keep the hand? Where does it say? We have taken a mulligan. Well, okay, I mean, the 2 reducers, so all the econ basically with that, and got some stuff in play. Unfortunately, as first player, so Greyjoy has still 2 martial stuff. Let me try to fix that controller in the meantime while you see what Greyjoy marshals.
Greyjoy Greyjoy marshaled Balon, so they can just defend our military and do challenge back fairly easily. And Orkmont River pillaged Roose Bolton. It was quite good in this matchup, especially if we have no save area. And of course we cannot play Valar Dohaeris or Valar Morghulis, so...
Okay, hopefully that was worth it. Ooh, early duel. But we run into forced march. Who plays forced march second round as a panicky counter to duel? That's a really good guess from Andy. And now it's gonna fizzle. Well, so I guess best we can do is for Nope Throne to be calling Victarion now, but Balon's gonna rush it at some point. If he doesn't get killed, then I don't see how he could be. But okay, he did have to kneel them both. So Balon's now not gonna stand for his double attack. There's that at least, right? And here comes the dupe. And the next most important piece, yeah. I think this deck is honestly a little bit too strong for anything other than the top Stark decks. I mean, they had 5 to spend, which means they can play it in 5 of the 13 games. That's close to half. So every other game will be facing one of these, so it's gonna be rough, but well, let's see. Only 4 cards, but now the draw engine Alanis is there. Nope Throne, okay, Nope Throne. Not sure what it's gonna do exactly. And we have no save area, which means Greyjoy can do the aggressive Morghulis either. Forced March has been spent now. Problem is they might gain power really quickly, but maybe not without Victarion. Although next round you have a standing Balon again, so oops. What can it call? There's not gonna be a 0 cost card that does anything at this point, so Winter is coming just in case. I can tell you actually that there is the Iron Bank will have its due in the deck. Or at least the version I played a couple of test games against. So no, oh, there is an Iron Fleet Scout, so can't stop this. But without gold there's not gonna be any huge penalty, and it pillages. Winter is coming. Yeah. Can't stop the challenges anyway because of the raiding longship. This one we could because Caitlyn will successfully oppose, but it's since there's no great Kraken in play, it's just better to do the 2 challenges back. And Nightmares actually could have been next round very useful to play against Balon or even Euron. I mean, they're both really annoying. So what do we do? I mean, we can do any combination of challenges, I guess. Intrigue and power is the choice. Military not doing that much. We're gonna wait for Greyjoy to Morgulis if we can stall the game that long. And that's actually a nice hit, but even one is causing so much damage. I wish we could do the same with our gate, but don't really have that much econ, and the two reducers are also gone now. So, but we are in the lead for what it's worth. And tokens on the one guy that could leave play at some point, but only two. Could just play some return to the fields or something and sack it before it gets the third one. That's exactly what happens. I'm gonna sack it. Carry these three through Mad King's command. Some locations will go and silence is not in play. And we do go first, so raiding Longship also won't work if it's kept, which is, I don't know, maybe two econ locations and Nope Throne. You kind of do want to keep warships also, so tricky choice for locations. Doesn't keep Alanis, but surely Victorian's just gonna be called here, so what was better than Alanis? Well, if there's Victorian, he's not coming. I don't think Andy has any idea what to name. Roose Bolton, but Roose Bolton's more of a challenges phase guy, right? And we don't have the gold. Ice, that was a good one to name. Unfortunately, it's not on a stealth character. There is no stealth character, so we are unlikely to push the military challenge through, but we will force defenders for what it's worth. Didn't want this one, honestly. That's gonna bring in, it's gonna stand Euron first of all, and it's gonna bring in eager deckhands. Sweet slip, okay. That's annoying, but it is quite annoying actually. And he's messed up the Fealty, which means Begging Brother is a little light now. Well, actually, we had half a chance of doing military if there's no eager deckhand with that ice, but I think Arya would have to kneel, so couldn't chop down the duped Euron, I think. Unless we had some tricks in hand also. Are we now even keeping Arya? I think we might have to against Greyjoy, which means Caitlyn, yeah, Caitlyn has to stay, so I guess the loyalist will go and then we're out of cards. Caitlyn's not been picked, okay. Maybe the plan is still to do military, and if it's not properly defended, do a winter is coming. But I think eager deckhand is in hand. almost sure that it is. Here. Ooh. Nice. Have to do it with... yeah, that's not gonna be enough. If they both defend and Balon's ability triggers, we are not winning this challenge. Even without visibility. Okay. Not fun. Maybe if winter is coming and this is not defended, we trigger it here. Then there is no super obvious draw left. Alanis was sacked and return to the fields is gone, but he doesn't let it happen. Also I think there is a counting coppers in the plot deck if it's the deck Alex usually plays. It's a little thin on Econ now, of course, after Matkins command, but not that thin with Fealty and Gates of the Moon. Okay. Well, we're going first successfully. But our strength is weak in the actual challenges. Still probably gonna call Victarion, right? Yeah. Have to vomit out the hand now. One Begging Brother trigger is available. What does it do? Okay, that actually means that after we lose the entire hand, we can trigger those gates, in theory. Because we have Econ to support it now. Two of these fuckers, okay. I wonder if there were two of them before as well, and the last two cards are those that were just top decked. And that could very well be Hagen's daughter also, so not doing any military pressure really, but what we are doing, okay, just putting everyone in, what we are doing is stalling the game potentially. See if Greyjoy has to Morgulis 3 plots left, but yeah, if we're attacking with everyone, have to spend the armorist to not concede too much power back. Greyjoy doesn't particularly like the idea of losing this military. Guess it's understandable. Which means that it's a little slow on the power gain though. Can trigger one Brand Builder on defense here. Stand Euron. Ah, it's the one we didn't want. That now goes from the 3 or 4 power gain per round to more than that, so could lose this game in 2 rounds. Trying to snipe it away, but it's just gonna be put into play here, I fear. Doesn't bother with the last one. Let's see if it's Victorian. Give to Mercy still a thing, I forgot about that. Okay, it's another warship. And we're gonna try to do power. Because Euron can't stand again. If there's Hagen's daughter though. Can win that as well, but has to kneel them all, I think. Okay, just gonna not get the eager deckhand intimidated. We spend the armories. We are winning this, right? Or is there any more surprises from shadows? Because it is a 2-claim power swing, which is important at this point in the game. Do we have Winter is coming? 2 power only to steal, so it's useless. We play it anyway. I wish we didn't, but we do. Winter is coming to raise claim to 3 when there's only 2 power to take. And we lose now because balance ability. I forgot about that actually. Oh, and an Iron Fleet Scout. Yeah, okay, that's a disaster. That's a disaster. I mean, we're on 0 reserve, so I don't care about the lost card here. But losing the power challenge. Needed Bran in that one as well, I guess. But then we're getting unopposed from whatever is in shadows as well. I think it's gonna be Hagen's daughter. No, it stays in. Okay. What else does Greyjoy usually have in shadows? Could be Grey Ghost. Yeah, it could be the new warship, sure. No, Andy likes. Was Andy the one? I think Peter Shook was the one screaming about the warship in the review they did. Okay, now we play the Winter Festival into it, Westeros, so we go second finally, which means Greyjoy gets to their tricks. Raiding longships went to the bottom though. But yeah, Balon in 2 challenges with Renown now, and anything that's unopposed is gonna trigger the Kraken. So I'm not liking this. Nope, thrones back. Arya's still there, just defend everything, right? Defend as much as you can. Try not to lose next round, and then surely Greyjoy has to Morghulis without being able to save, and nightmares, sure. And we it was Grey Ghost. Well, that's gonna trigger Krakens now, and next round as well. Needed that 2-claim power swing and still have defense previous round, but I don't know if that was possible. Look at the 2 rounds after Madkin's command. Look at all the locations here again. If there's a warship for Euron, I think that's 3 unopposed. Power claim and 2 Krakens, so it's not 15, but it's close enough that next round's a win for sure. Now what's our last card? Iron Bank would have its due. I don't exactly know why we need that, honestly. We can trigger Old Gate now, for what it's worth. By the way, Maiden Spans I think as well. Do these little raiders have anything that they can take? Take Westeros, I guess he can take raiding Longship anyway, or he can take the draw location. He can even need Euron, honestly, to do that. If there was something bigger, he is there to spare. Unopposed with renown. Yeah, that's just 15. Okay, I thought we were just about surviving it, but it's just 15. Couldn't do that pressure if Ice was allowed to trigger, and we triggered that duel prematurely into the forced march. Andy saw through that, I guess. If we delayed that, there was. Did he play straight after the return to the fields? He did, so he was always kind of playing around it, and we didn't really have the window for it. Yeah. I mean, it's Greyjoy, Fealty, and it's Stargift of Mercy, so we can't expect to get a result in this match, and we had the 5 gold setup, so even if it was more playable, we didn't get the cards, so it is what it is. So yes, Greyjoy takes the lead. It would be nice to beat them, honestly. With the team we had, I honestly didn't think we would be finishing 3 wins, 4 losses in the tournament. That's a possibility, so I'd at least like to get the 4th win instead here if it's possible. I think this was honestly maybe our worst agenda left. We have a couple of alliances which are a bit dodgy. Everything else is kind of okay for Stark, and some really good ones still left, so we'll see if we can match them for the remainder of the round. That's all there is today in the schedule. I think we have some more action on Thursday next, so but maybe something else will be scheduled in between. So we'll be back with some more games. Won't be recording that many since this is now basically a dead match for both teams. But a few, as usual, you can expect. So thank you for joining us for this one. See you next time.